opportunity to be over there, that this thing needs to be curbed, this racism. Another thing is this licensing of guns. It should also be prohibited. It is against the human, I consider it's, in my opinion, against the human norms, because once you have the privilege to use any such kind of gadget, maybe at some point of time you are definitely going to use that, because people, they have become so impatient these days. They bubble up whatever, even on trivial issues. So this is something of my concern, that I would like to do.
Why
Sorry,
reject the other option?
billionaire, because have given me two options. Because one option is directly related to my kids, and being a mom, being a parent, I'm more concerned about the safety of my child or my children, as compared to just keeping it on the stake and going for the money.
How are you
How are
doing?
you doing?
I'm
I'm good.
great. Okay,
Yes, I'm
all
good.
right. Wonderful. Very nice to meet
But
you. And I think we are meeting for the first time, right?
yes, we are meeting for the very first time.
Very nice to meet you, Kawaljit. Since we are meeting for the first time, let me start by giving you a quick introduction. And then you can also introduce yourself, and then we can take our discussion forward. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So my name is Moupriya and I'm a soft skills trainer and a communication coach from Pune. I had been working in the corporate sector for the last 11 years and I'm a full-time trainer for the last 5 years. I have done my certifications from Indian Leadership Academy and currently I'm working as a freelance coach. So the best part about my job is that I get to meet interesting individuals like you and help you through your communication journey. And in my free time, I love traveling, I love to cook, and I spend a lot of time with my friends and family. So that's a little bit about me. If you have any questions, you can definitely ask.
Okay. Nice to know about you. I have
Thank
seen
you.
that most of the tutors, they are always engaged with the corporate sector. Actually, long back, if I go a decade back, at that time we used to have this kind of notion that so far as communication skill is concerned, it is merely confined to that corporate sector only. It is their cup of tea. We are no way, we don't need it. We never bothered about it. But now there is a shift, or there is a change in the, you can say, with the perspectives of the people. They have changed, right?
Correct.
There is no barrier, there are no demarcations. The things have become unlimited, everything has become unlimited kind of
Right.
thing, right? So but why I started with this thing, because whenever it's in journal, I meet to any tutors on, I have been on different platforms, either for short spans of time. But I have realized that more than 90% of the tutors, they give their introduction this way, like they use so many big fancy words, like they are doing mentorship, or they are freelancers, or they are soft skill trainers, and they have trained thousands of people from all sectors, and especially they hail from, or they have some background connection with the corporate sector. So good to know about you. So far as my part is concerned, as you are familiar with my name, I'm Kawaljit Kaur. I belong to, I must say, to the arena of education. Though I have been directly into teaching for so many years, but now I have taken up the job of administration. So being on the administrative post, now I own the responsibilities in totality. Like I look after everything which is related to the academics, or the discipline, or the overall personality development of the youth is concerned. So I go this way. But I hail from Punjab, and again, sometimes I feel it is a kind of excuse when we try to justify, because I hail from this part of India and English is not our language, so that's why I am unable to express myself, or I couldn't express myself. So that's the reason I'm on this platform. I'm on this platform because once, at point of time in my life, I used to be scared of this language. I used to feel like it is a language of the people who have attained their education from very fancy schools, from English medium schools, very high graded schools. And I
Mm-hmm.
have been from my education, primary education, have been from a primary school,
Mm-hmm.
and everything was done in the local language. But then I'm a kind of person, you are Moupriya,
Moupriya.
sorry if I
Mm-hmm.
pronounce your name wrong, I'm
That's
sorry,
okay. No
Moupriya.
worries. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then I realized I'm a kind of person who always accept the challenges, because I feel, suppose if I try to find some easy way out there, like if I'm facing something difficult and I try to escape that, I'm not going to get another life. So it means that thought will always stay in my mind, that I was scared of that thing and I never dare to cross that. So
Mm-hmm.
English is the one similar kind of thing for me. And now slowly and slowly I have developed interest, passion, love for this language. Though I still make so many blunders, mistakes, errors, grammatically number of times I go in an incorrect way, but I have started loving it. And
Now, I understand where you're coming from or what your perspective is, but the platform is about practice. The platform, it's not a teaching platform, right? So there is a certain way that I conduct my sessions, and we will do that. Okay. So my sessions consist of 2 to 3 different activities that we do, where the priority is for you to speak as much as possible, and after every activity I'll share feedback with you. Okay, so that's the
okay,
format of my sessions, and
okay,
you are free to use as many idioms and phrases you want to use in your speech. Okay, but it is definitely not an instructor led teaching session. Okay, all
got
right,
it.
perfect. So we will start with one activity first, and this is called a would you rather activity, wherein I'm going to ask you a question which will have two options. Okay. Now you have to select one option and you have to reject the other option, and you have to justify why you selected the option that you selected and why you rejected the one that you rejected. Okay. The
Okay,
goal for you is to speak for at least 2 to 3 minutes. That's minimum. If you speak more than that, it is great, but minimum 2 to 3 minutes you will have to speak. Okay.
hmm.
All right. Perfect. So your question is, would you rather want to be a billionaire or the president of the United States of America?
Oh my goodness, there is no third option.
No, I told you it will only have two options.
Either I would like to be a billionaire or the president of United States.
United States of America.
Oh my, United States of America. Okay, I would go for the second one. That I would like to be the president of US.
Mm-hmm.
Though I'm not familiar much with the political or the demographic scenario over there, so far as my information is concerned, or why did I choose this option for me is that at the moment my children, they have moved to US to pursue their studies, higher studies. And because before they left for US, this US had always been on the cards, and especially on the cards of the youth. uh, I don't know why there are so many other options, and we people, we are quite familiar with the fact that it is very difficult to settle down in US. But maybe it is a sort of superpower, and moreover, it doesn't have its own ethnicity, because it's a conglomerate of this mixture of amalgamation of so many different ethnicities. So the thing is, in a nutshell, my children are there, but the problem with that is there is lots of racism. If I get the chance to become the president of US, there are certain things which I would like shouldn't be done. Like there is so much of racism. I always discourage my children that why did you choose this thing? Because every second or third day you hear of some gunshots or gun firings kind of things over there. Because everybody has the privilege to have the guns in many parts, many states, provinces of US. So this is the thing which is bothering me at the moment. One is racism, which I want that I should, or as being a president, I would like to to eliminate that thing. I don't know in what way it could be possible. Suppose if tomorrow I get the opportunity to be over there, that this thing needs to be curbed. This racism. Another thing is this licensing of guns. It should also be prohibited. It is against the human, I consider it's, in my opinion, against the human norms, because once you have the privilege to use any such kind of gadget, maybe at some point of time you are definitely going to use that, because people, they have become so impatient these days. They bubble up whatever, even on trivial issues. So this is something of my concern, that I would like to do.
Hmm.
Could I
Why?
make some sense?
Why
Sorry.
reject the other option?
Billionaire, because we always give the priorities as per our needs in the sense, if you have given me two options, because one option is directly related to my kids, and being a mom, being a parent, I'm more concerned about the safety of my child or my children, as compared to just keeping it on the stake and going for the money. This is the reason I rejected the other option.
Okay, wonderful. Very nice, very well structured, and it was a very valid reason that you said. You made a lot of sense, not a little sense. You made a lot of sense with what you spoke, and you definitely spoke for more than 2 minutes, which is excellent. Now, here are a few sentences that we are going to go through, and we will see how we can frame them better. Okay. So I'm sharing these in the chat box as well. If you want to check them later, you can. And okay,
Okay.
number one. So, for my information is concerned, why I choose US or why I choose to be the president of US. Now, what do you think is wrong with that sentence? So, for my information is concerned.
Actually, I'm not a habit. I don't know. Sometimes things, I I mince my own words. I speak so fast. Might be my thought process goes faster than my words, and I
Right.
start mincing my own words. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the reason one sentence is left midway, and I jump over to the other one. So
Correct.
this
That
thing happens like
bridge, yes, that bridge was
this.
merged, right? And two
Correct. Yeah.
sentences put together. So here you could have
Yes.
said, so why I choose to be the president of USA is this. So for my information is concerned was not needed in between. Yeah? Okay.
Hmm.
The next one. We people, we are quite familiar.
Hmm. I know there is grammatically it is incorrect. We are familiar with, either it should have been like that,
Yes. Yes.
or
We are
we people
familiar with.
know it, something should be in that format.
We don't want to say we people at all.
Mm. We are
We can
familiar with
say
the
we
fact.
are familiar. Yes.
Yes.
Because when you're saying we, it automatically implies a
We.
group of people. So you are
Yes.
saying collectively we. So we are familiar. Yeah, simple. Okay, there
True.
is lots of racism.
There is l- there is lots of there is lots of
There is lot of racism.
lot of lot of
Correct.
racism.
So is and lots will not go
Yes.
together.
Together.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Can you pronounce this word Eliminate?
Eliminate.
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 Yes, eliminate. That's the right pronunciation. When you were
Eliminate.
speaking, you you kind of compressed the pronunciation and you said eliminate. It's not eliminate,
Eliminate.
it's
It
eliminate.
is eliminate. Yeah,
Yes.
eliminate.
Okay. All right. And then the next one, we always give the priorities.
We always give the, yeah, that I made blunder. That's why I took a pause over there also. I remember. So Sorry, what was my sentence? We
We
give the
always
priority.
give the
Give the
priorities.
priorities to our kids. I must have said ended up that way, I think. So I mixed up two similar kind of words at the same
So how
time.
can
I
you
remember
say
that thing.
this? How can you say this correctly?
I think that was related to the safety. I was talking about the safety. Why did
Right.
I choose this option and the other?
Yes.
And
Yes.
being parents, we always give priority to our kids or their safety.
Mm-hmm.
I should have
Right.
said it that way.
Okay, that's okay. But a better way to say it is to say we always prioritize our
Prioritize.
kids'
Yeah.
safety.
Yes.
Okay,
Prioritize.
that's the right form of the word to be used. Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Very nice. Good job with this activity. Now it's time for our second activity. Okay, here I'm going to give you a sentence and you have to talk about this sentence from your perspective. What do you feel about it? What are your thoughts? If you have any examples to share, if you have any anecdotes to share, you can do that. But again, the priority is you will speak for minimum 2 to 3 minutes. Cool?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. So your sentence is being an adult is not an easy task.
Yes. Being an adult is not an easy task. I go along with this sentence because when you are young, when you are in your either you are in your childhood or phase or in adolescence, you are always led by your parents who are already adult. Like you are always given the privilege of being a child. Because guess that in this sentence you mean when you are adult, mean when we have our own children or some younger ones to look after. I think that is your viewpoint. Because when we when we are adult, at that time we are to own the responsibilities of everything. Like we have the small children in the family, we are bothered about their upbringing and imparting them a quality education, because every being a parents you always provide the best in the world to your children. At the same time you are concerned about their safety as well, so your mind is always occupied. At the same time, being an adult, we are to earn the livelihood. We have to manage both the meet both the ends. So there is a sense of responsibility. At the same time, we are to go out, we are to earn, and we at the workplace we are answerable to the higher ups also, whosoever they are. Even if we are in the we are the entrepreneurs, even then you have so many of the responsibilities on your shoulders, because it's not an easy task to get the work done by the people who work under you as well. It's a huge responsibility. And at the same time, the possibilities, we are having our elders in the family who are at the advancing age, we can say. So with the advancement in age, there the ailments or the other some health complication, they start emerging up also. So being an adult, everybody looks towards you, like your kids, for every major or minor thing they are dependent upon you, and your parents who have done their responsibility and they have passed through that phase. Now they are looking after you. So being an adult is not easy, because we have to see so many of the things at the same time, and in the process our own dreams, our own passions, our own wishes, they get sacrificed. And to maintain a balance is not everybody's cup of tea. A number of times we come across so many failures in life, and at the same time again, and a number of times you find yourself at a point where you feel like surrendering, like no more done, can't be done. But realizing your responsibilities, your kids, your parents, you again try to gear up every morning, you again gear up and give motivate yourself, like self motivation, doing self motivation kind of thing, and you start your day and you try to make your day a best day, and you try to make yourself as the justified version, not the best version, justified. Why I'm using the, maybe it is a some unusual kind of word which I have used, so that your parents, they are happy by the end of the day, and you succeed in fulfilling the wishes of your kids. Not only wishes, doesn't mean anything whatever they demand for. Being adult, being parents, you are role model. And if by the end of the day you succeed in coming up within that parameter, you set a good example, you're setting good example for your kids, then you are done with that. But yes, your sentence was being adult is not easy, so it's not at all easy. If I give you my personal, anybody's personal example, you can say that for so many years I have been just trying to, fit in these shoes of fulfilling all these responsibilities, and now this point of time I could give a thought to my own priorities, and that's why I'm on this platform, that I feel that I have done so much for my family, for my extended family, for the parent, for the kids. Now it is the time to chase my own dreams. So if I could make some sense for you.
Wonderful, very nice, good job. Okay, so one thing, Kawaljit, I want you are a very confident speaker when it comes to expressing yourself. You're very confident, okay? Do not use this sentence at the end of your speech that if I could make some sense to you, because that's a big self doubting question. Okay, when you say that, it somewhere proves that you are looking for validation, which means you don't have confidence on what you have said. So from today, stop saying that at all.
Okay,
Understand that you
nice.
make a lot of sense. Okay, and whatever viewpoints you are putting across, they are very valid and they are definitely meaningful. Okay, you have so many years of experience with you, right? Life experience, work experience, handling situation experience, right? So value that. Okay. Now, very well said. I liked each and every point that you spoke about, and there were just three or four things that I could notice, and we are quickly go through them. Okay. Okay.
Sure.
So here are your sentences. The first one. There the ailments start emerging up also.
Hmm.
How can you say it in a simplified way? We were talking about aging parents.
Yeah, with age, these kinds of issues, they start coming up, like,
They start showing signs of ailments.
yeah, showing signs of ailment, right?
Yes. Simple, short. Okay. Okay. No more can't be done. Like sometimes you feel frustrated or you feel like giving up, that no more can't be done.
I said no more can't be
Can't
done,
be done. Hmm.
can be done. It should have been either can be done, can't no more, because no more can be done. No more and
Okay.
can't all come together, I
Okay. The
think.
entire sentence structure needs to change. You feel like giving up, thinking, I can't do it anymore.
Anymore. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So just changing the structure of the sentence is fine. And the last one,
Right.
doesn't mean anything whatever they demand for. You were saying that give your kids what they want.
Mm,
And then you said doesn't
So
mean anything whatever they demand for.
you mean
Doesn't
there
mean
is a
you doesn't mean you give them whatever they demand for.
whatever they ask for, like
Yes. So
their
anything and whatever will not go together. So just whatever they ask for.
mm,
Got it?
yeah, right, right.
Okay. Perfect. Very nice session, Kawaljit. I enjoyed listening to you and I wish you all the very best. Thank you so much for joining in. And probably I'll see you again.
Thank you. Thank
All
you. Thank you very
right. You're
much.
most
It was
welcome.
really wonderful session, because
Thank
I
you.
have seen, I think I shouldn't have started my way, the way I started this session. because I know I've noticed the thing that a number of I have talked to a number of tutors like on different platforms, and out of all those sessions, if I go back to my memory lane, majority of the sessions they go simple in the similar way, like a simple conversation kind of thing. I was
Right.
not aware of it. I was not expecting that you would come up with some activity kind of thing. So that way, I wasted those 5 7 minutes out
Yeah,
of
we
this
could have
very
done one more
valuable session.
activity.
We could have done one more activity.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
We will do that in the next session. Don't worry. Okay.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right,
Thank you.
Kawaljit. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
You too. You too. Thank you. Bye
Yeah.
bye.